Oy vey.
I know, right?
So, I think I have a set of KLH headphones here. I'm not sure. It's the box, and then the other box, and then the box and the bag all say KLH. Just scream it from the hills. So obviously that's what these are. Look, they even say it on the headphones. There's only one problem. We've seen these before. Because these are the Sivga 007s. But wait, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Because here's the thing. The Sivga 007s were, I think, $89. And they were good, a little bit sharp. I like the 005s, I think more. It was like a toss-up. And for $89, they were a decent headphone. So, and this is not the first time this has happened. If we look here are the Sivga 006s. When you go to the link in the description, the very top link will be the Sivga 006. Or, it'll be the blonde version of the Sivga 006. It's the exact same headphone, rebadged, or debadged, I should say. And you can see the price goes to $68. So they go from a $93 set of 006s to a $68 set. And it's the blondes, and it's just them either selling it with a markdown or whatever. The problem, the motivation for this review, is they took a headphone that's no longer available. The 007 has disappeared from Amazon. And I think I know why. Because $300. Now, calm. We're all calm here. You and I are calm. She's calm. She's startled, but I'm calm. We're all calm. So these were a $90 headphone, and now they're a $300 headphone. Did they do anything to it that you think would make it worth $300, Zeos? Well, here's the thing. Someone asked me if I had done this headphone. This is from a patron of mine. He was like, hey, have you done the new KLH Ultimate One? And I'm like, really? KLH is making headphones? Because KLH, I remember him as a kid. I actually had a 2.1, like, self-powered setup. And it wasn't the greatest quality, but it was damn good. Little sealed 8-inch and some like, MTM tower that came with stands and everything. And it was quality until the amps died. That was the last I heard of KLH. So they're coming back into this market. They're like, oh, we're going to hit it up. We're going to hit this up. We're coming back. We're bringing it back. This is not the way to do it, KLH. Because I didn't know how much these were worth. I knew that KLH took, obviously the Sivga 007s. And they did some things, got on the street, they made some moves. And this is the result. And I had to, now here's the thing. If you go to the 007 page, the Sivga page, you scroll down, and you've got these beautiful specification lists, and it tells you about the rotation, and it shows you different headband options and everything. By the way, that is completely a fake picture. If we zoom into this guy, can I zoom like real big? Yeah, no, that isn't on his head at all. That's just completely photoshopped. So bravo on photoshopping that, Sivga. It looks decent, actually. I mean, this guy's on a train. You can't afford to get a guy on a train. But the page was laid out properly, and now they're unavailable. You go to the Ultimate One page by KLH on Amazon, and you get a couple like dots up here to your warranty 2-meter cable, and I'll get to the details of that. And then you go down to the description here, and there's no punctuation. No, I'm sorry, there is, but there's no spaces. So there's a period, and then, so I had to take that body of text and literally paste it into a text document so I could read it. And we're going to go over these points, and I'm going to say whether I, Zeos, believe that they have actually done these things to this headphone. The Ultimate Headphone, over-ear dynamic, true high-fidelity listening via either a wired 3.5mm or 1/4-inch adapter. So here's this, open the box, which is the exact same box. So yep, there's a 1/4-inch adapter, and sure enough, boom, here's a 3.5mm cable. Let's look at this for a second. Black tip, okay, a little strain relief, and it's a nice, smooth, it's a very, very, very straight fabric cable. I like this cable. I really like this cable. It's good. It's a good cable. I'm gonna skip down a little bit. Does it say it here? Oh, it doesn't say it here. Oh, yeah, there it is. 2-meter detachable 3.5 millimeter pure silver Litz braided cable. It's funny because I think if I had a silver cable, I wouldn't. First of all, if it was braided, you'd feel it be braided. Secondly, I don't think it would be this. This does not. I don't have the metallurgy required to just fucking cut this and check for silver. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not. It could be. Look, it could very well be. Maybe this is where the extra $200 came from, just for this silver Litz cable. In fact, I have people who are in the patronage chat who build cables, headphone cables. And I'll have them go in the comments below while this is on Patreon and not public. Skedra and others, Hard Audio there. Could you guys please go in the comments and say what it would cost to make a 2-meter Litz silver cable, please? Because it's going to be up there. So that's where shit's... Look, I don't mind if you take a headphone and you rebrand it and you make it cost a little bit more because you made some improvements, or even like Blonde did, make it cost a little bit less. It's fine. Fine with me. And there's some other things they've claimed. All right, 50 millimeter pure beryllium driver. Now, I looked over the Civica page. They never said beryllium. They never said beryllium. And I don't know what a beryllium driver looks like, but I pulled the pads off and it looks like it doesn't... Like, here's the deal. They don't sound bad, but they don't sound this. They don't sound $300. They don't sound like a fancy beryllium drivered set, although beryllium is not, fancy. Even if they changed it, I don't hear like a benefit. These are a $100 set of headphones still. They'd be absolutely worth it for $100. They look decent. The cable's nice and straight. Comes with some accessories. Fine. Beryllium driver, like if that's not silver Litz cable, then why the hell would they even put the beryllium driver in it? They're just posting words. I'd love to be able to verify all this, but I'm just going to shout into the ether, and hopefully other people who, can do all this real work will come and verify this and tell me, oh, yes, you're absolutely wrong. It's absolutely a Litz cable, and it's 100% a beryllium driver. Because it doesn't matter. Because they sound like Civica 007s. They're a little sharp, and they're good. They're just good. They're not fucking great. $300 headphones, like, I take quite a few of other headphones over these. T50s with some mods. $300 is getting close to Argons. Like, and they look like they're supposed to be open, but just like the Civica 007s, they do block quite a lot of sound. They should just be semi-open. So let's see. Headband and ear pads use premium lambskin and top-grade cowhide leathers with dual-layer memory foam and ultimate comfort. So now here's the deal. This, if it's leather, I never. This, however, is different from what Civica offered. This has perforations in it. Is it leather? Maybe. Doesn't smell like leather. I've gotten real leather pads. Now here, the pads, I'm believing these are more lambskin because they are different. They're the Civicas are perforated on the outside. These are perforated on the inside and on the fascia. They crinkle a little more naturally. So there's a very good chance that they did actually change the pads in this to something. I just wish it smelled like leather, boys. I mean, it's nice and soft, but guess what? That ain't memory foam. I know what memory foam looks like. I'm gonna go fucking get a pad. What memory foam looks like? Memory foam remembers where it's supposed to be. So far, I can't check box beryllium, silver, leather, solid, real ebony wood ear cups for eye-catching beauty and acoustic integrity. Now, here's the thing. Civica, who makes these, obviously Civica's making them, does offer a bunch of their headphones. Where was one of the ones that had a bunch of their headphones? Yeah, a bunch of their headphones. Walnut, 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 rosewood. There's different woods they do offer. And ebony's not one of the ones that Civica offers, but there's no reason why this could not be ebony. Because they are real wood. It might be a pressed wood. I don't think it's pressed. It's just... So, I'm going to nod my head, and I'm going to say, okay, I'll give you ebony. I'll give you ebony. I'll give you ebony. I'll give you ebony. Extremely comfortable and lightweight at only 12 ounces. They're not going to lie about the weight. The most interesting part is, even though they claim to have a 50mm beryllium driver and not the original driver, exact same impedance, and where the Civgas claimed 100 decibel sensitivity, plus or minus 3 decibels, this claims 97 decibel sensitivity. So just like, 100 minus 3. Same frequency response. I think the sensitivity is the same. I don't know if I can find the sensitivity on the Civgas, even though it's so well laid out. Sensitivity is 100 dB, and on this it claims 108. So there is a difference there, but do I believe it? Do I believe anything? Because they're feeding me a pretty big list of things that I have to look at. Oh, this is the final straw. KLH branded, blatantly, hard-sided, mostly, leather travel case. Bitch, you ain't leather. Fuck you. Okay, so now that leather's definitely not leather. This leather's questionably not leather, although it's nice, but there's no memory foam. We've got this bag, which, by the way, is it worth $200 to have the letters KLH, Love Your Music, embroidered? And that is really embroidered on this bag. I like this bag. Hey, KLH, you did great with this. Fantastic. That ain't leather. And these are not worth $300 fucking dollars. So let's just close that. We're done with that. Let's put something on that's not Weird Al. Maybe not Weird Al. But I think Weird Al is great. It's a great choice for this. It's a good choice, Weird Al. The exact same 1/4-inch jack that the Civga's got. Just plug it in with my Litz cable. With my very flexible, bendy Litz cable. Soundstage is not great. The bass is a little bloated. It's like, I've heard clean bass. I'm gonna list. In fact, here's the thing. The description of this video will not contain a link to the Ultimate Ones. It'll contain a link to about, 6 or 7 other around $100 headphones that I'd rather have than these. Or you could buy 3 of those or 1 of these. It depends. If your budget's $300, boom. Maybe I'll list some $100 headphones and some Future Zeos hates past Zeos, by the way. This Zeos is a dick to him. Hey Zeos, a couple $100 headphones, a couple $300 headphones, give some people some options. Maybe things with real leather. Or just link to real leather brainwaves pads. That's easier. Dakoni makes Dakoni Choice, which is not leather. It's their Choice fake leather. It's the best fake leather I've ever seen. And they make Choice Suede too, which is the opposite side. And it's all great. This is fucking insulting. My NAS must be ripping shit out of it because it's just forever to change tracks. It's like change. Perfect. Something really like acoustic and piano-y. That's what I want to hear. Tonality is not terrible. Like the bass can get a little bit like bloated with it, really pushing it. And occasionally I'll hear the treble just get a little bit too trebly. Just like it did in the 007s. These are unworthy of even a sound demo, because this is bullshit. Hashtag bullshit. Hashtag KLH. Hashtag welcome back. Honest to God, I'm glad we need more vintage gear back. Like Techniques need to make more amps that are affordable. I know they've got those crazy high-end ones, but it's like, good, now make a $500 one with VU meters, because I know how much these cost me. The little board that runs that was $8 on eBay, and then those things were vintage Calrads, so those cost me money. But you don't have to make cheap amps look like shit. You can make cheap amps look as good as your expensive amps, and everyone will be happy. Yeah, this is like a little nasal. This particular song is like the sound stage that lacks from these is just killing it for me. Oh wait, is this? This is Japanese Frozen. Does this make me more of a weeb? I downloaded the Japanese version because I figured they'd have better recording quality. I still don't like that movie. It's bullshit. Hashtag Joker is better than Frozen.com. No. The end. End of this video. I'm glad you came with me for this because it's like I tried to find the homepage so I didn't have to do that stupid thing with the text document. I just wanted to find a list of the specs. So I type in KLH Ultimate One on Google and I got 40 results of people reviewing this headphone on like Audio Science Guide and CNET. And oh, KLH is back. And I didn't read any of them. I never read reviews. So I don't know if they concur with me or if they're completely ignoring the fact that they're Sivgas because some of those places are just going to be like, well, this is KLH's headphone. No, it's Sivga's headphone. And you can go to any company you want and say, hey, make that headphone ours. Deconi went to Fostex and they made the Deconi Fostex, the blue. And it's like, that's fine. Put your pads on it, change the color, there you go. They didn't sell it for $8,000. They didn't triple the price of the stock Fostex. They added a little bit because they put their pads on it. This, whatthefuck.com. Wallpaper. Her shocked as fuck in the description. Also, $2 a month gets you every wallpaper I've ever used. $5 a month gets you into the yard sales and to see all these reviews early. Everyone's gonna be laughing and laughing when they see this review on my Patreon, and you could be laughing too. But you're gonna have to probably wait for about a week or more to have this be released, just because people who pay keep the lights on in this place. There's also a $10 tier, which puts you into a private Telegram chat away from the public people in my social media. And I don't know if you don't love them, or maybe you are them. I love everyone that's in my group of people. It's just some of them I don't want to interact with on a face-to-face basis ever in my whole life. So those $10 patrons, they're aight. They aight, guys. They're not rich by any means. They just aight. Are we good here? Do I have to bitch some more? Do I? I gotta sound demo these now, which means I have to listen to them more. It's just, if they just were like $120, I'd still call them out for bullshit on all these things. But at least I'd be like, that's cute, KLH. Not like, hey, fuck you, KLH. $300, eat my ass.